Hi, it's Richard, RJ Collins. Here we are again with the Filthy Rich collection, coin collecting for the Filthy Rich. I think we're up to about part number 8. Looking to fill the last gaps on the sheet and add to the spectacular carded, flipped and capsuled coins that we've got. Bungle can't stay away, so we'll start with that one, I think. If you haven't liked what you've seen so far, it'd be great for you to hit that thumbs up, the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, then please do consider hitting the bell icon. That's definitely a wonderful downgrade. Thank you, Bungle. Victoria Cross Heroic Axe. So the one in there was a borderline one, I think, anyway. Just a bit of marking on the obverse. So definitely Bungle's new present takes its place. Thank you very much, Bungle. So we've got a couple of weeks worth of hunts actually here. Bring it right up to over a couple of weeks worth of hunts, I think. Let's start with the 50p's. Not sure what order those are in. So again, we'll have the keepers as one of those that might go into the Filthy Rich. So it's going to be a keeper. It's not going to go into the current sheets here. We've got a fencing in much worse condition than that, but a definite keeper. Another cycling, so I think this is the third pretty awful cycling that I've got. That's a find from this week, just a couple of days ago actually. So we've got a whole peloton of cyclists now. So we'll go into the reserve pot. 2008 Britannia, borderline keeper. 1999, wonderful there. 2014, and another really good example there for 2015. So the date run's almost complete. If not, I think it is complete, so I might have to start culling down what I keep and what I don't of those, and just produce the very best examples, or the very worst, should I say. And when I first pulled this out, I thought it was going to be a contender. A quick rub and it went, so that's now being rejected. Lovely wrestling to keep. This hunt was a really good hunt. Again, diversity wise, it's not going to beat what we've got. Just a bit of a mark there on the reverse. So it's going to be rejected. Great dictionaries. But again, not going to replace the one in the sheet. We've got an absolutely beaten up one on the sheets already. 2004, another 14. So I'm going to have a review at the end. We have a canoeing, which is a keeper, not for these sheets. And aquatics. So it's a really good hunt, this one. You'll see as well another Flopsy Bunny. Decently manky girl guides, but not one that's going to be a contender for the sheets. Paddington at the station. Now usually these ones stay quite nice, but this one for a paddy at the station is actually very dull. Quite a few marks on. What do you think? Do we actually need to put that one in? No, we've got a Paddington at the station, so I think this was one going to go back into the wild. Normally I'd keep that, but not worth it this time round. That one's going back. This was an interesting one. Got somebody at the door, but I'll just carry on. It's a 97, so I think I'm going to put that in the reserve pot. Team GB we still need for the sheets here. Again, had a bit of marking around the bottom there, but a quick rub and it's come off, so not going to put that on the sheets. Benjamin Britten as a keeper. I'm not totally convinced about Benjamin Britten being a keeper, but at the moment I do, so I've got stacks of them. Another lovely Paddington at the station to keep. We'll just keep ploughing on, the dogs can keep barking. 2017, so there's not a 2017 on the sheets, and given the damage at the top, I'm going to add that one. To the collection. Struggling with the focus today, I don't know why. Wonderful 2016 Peter Rabbit, that's definitely going in. We've got Benjamin Bunny, nicely marked up, but not an improvement, so that's been rejected. And a Paddington at St Paul's with a good bit of marking on there, a bit of green. And a bit scuffed up on the Queen's head. So I'm going to pop that one in as well. Until we can find something worse. The Scouts has fallen out. So I have to put that back in a bit. Pop those ones that we're going to check or keep to the side. We'll roll on to the next bag. Hopefully we've got some peace and quiet again. Got 2000. Again, might go onto the reserve list. We'll have a double check of that later. 2017, now that could be a replacement already. Oh no, so it's a 19, so that's going to be rejected. This one's going in though. Fantastically grubby 2020 Diversity Built Britain. That's a definite downgrade from the one we had in. I'll reject that one and pop that one in. Another Paddington at the station, so quite a few finds of that, and this one again is in the condition that you expect to find it in. So not for the sheets, but a keeper. This 2016 Peter probably would have gone in. Excuse me, but is now rejected. This was a good one. Didn't expect to find one of these for the sheets so quickly, despite the fact that I think they will tarnish and scratch very easily, but that's a great extra find for the Filthy Rich collection. Another 2008 Britannia, again borderline keeper, so it's there at the moment. Paddington at the Tower. Now this one's really dull, quite a few scratches on it. Bit of a ring around the portrait. So at the moment, that one's going to go in as well. I'm sure we can find something worse than that, but we're going to pop it in. Squirrel Nutkin, a nice one that could have taken its place, but again we have a much better example of a Squirrel Nutkin already in there. So that one's going to be rejected. Another lovely find to keep. 2018 Peter, crunching on his radish. One or two little marks on that one, but not one that can go onto the Filthy Rich sheets. What better keeper? And the last one is going to have to go into the reserve berth. A lovely pentathlon find. Perfect, you would think, for the sheets. Lots of wear, lots of dirt. Where are we? We do already have this one. So I think the original one stays in the main sheet, but we have another reserve. So we'll pop those that we're going to check and put in the reserve there as well. We've got two more bags of 50p's. No, three more bags of 50p's. We've got quite a lot here because I haven't recorded for over 2 weeks, I don't think. So this could go on a bit. And it's why I'm going to try and cut down a bit as well in terms of what I keep to show. 2019, again worth showing off. That's been heated, almost certainly. To get that, it's going to be rejected. Tom Kitten, couple of marks. Not going to be an addition. 2002, again unlikely to be an upgrade. 97, 2000, so I'll check through these. Another 2000, that's definitely a contender. Another one that looks like it's been heated. Another 2019, so perhaps someone's tried to burn them to get rid of them. Another 2001, one of the most popular years, definitely going to be rejected. 2006, so that's worth a double check on, as is the 2014. I'll try and whiz through these. Another 2001, so we're going to reject that one. I know we've got an awful one of that. Another 2001, that's got a bit of a wood effect on it though, which is a bit different. Might have a double check on that one. And we have a Tiggy Winkle, which is really dull. Again, unusual for Tiggy Winkle. And some nice dirt on the obverse. Have we got a Tiggy Winkle? No, we haven't, so I'm going to pop that one in as well. Again, I'm sure we can do worse than that. But for now, that Tiggy Winkle goes onto the sheets. Put those ones back there to double check against. This is a cracker. This could be an upgrade. 2019 with the reverse looking particularly terrible. So we'll double check that one. Another one here which is really good or really bad, which definitely could be an upgrade. I'm not quite sure if I can even make out the date. I think it's 14, yeah, 14. A Benjamin Britten. Now usually these are sparkling as well, and this one's really dull. A few marks on, bit of dirt down the bottom and through the centre. So we need a Benjamin Britten as well, and I don't think you're going to get too many of those that are in terrible condition. So I'm going to pop that one in already. I'm dropping all the ones off the other end. I have to come back to replace the sheets. A 2020, so that's keeper. Not too many of those being found. I think I've found about 5 so far in total. So a definite keeper. Okay, 97 I think. Can't quite even make that out. Is it focusing? Yeah, 97. Lots of 97s of course. Another 2000, that's a contender. Commonwealth Games, that's a apt one, still on as I speak. And that's a definite addition to the sheet. I think this is possibly going to be star finder, the 50p's for the day. In terms of a commemorative that is truly worthy of the Filthy Rich collection. Got one that someone's marked up just with an X. I don't think you're ever going to find out who's done that. That's probably more of a marker to make sure are they getting their own coins back. And the last one of this bag, another 2019. So almost certain to be rejected, but we'll just absolutely double check those at the end. What have we lost there? Oh, that's a 17 shield that came out of the sheet. I'm going to be double checking that one anyway. And the last 50p hunt. Paddington at the Palace. Again, not as bad as I first thought. Thought there was more marks and scuffing on the portrait, but that's not too bad really actually, so that's not going to go in. I'm going to keep this one. That's in pretty decent nick. Really do like the picture. It's probably pot of medal, so that's going to be kept. Make up some sets of that. Got a Victoria Cross medals, or the awards as it should be called, I suppose, really. Let's just double check the one we've got. So this is what we've got in there already. This is the contender. I think we stick with the original and reject this week's find. I've got a lovely NHS to keep. That one's definitely not going on the Filthy Rich, although it possibly could with that. But I'll put it on the keeper pile for the moment. Another Flopsy, always welcome. Another 2019, it's good to see them scuffed up and horrible. And a 98, so that's going to be, no, not a, yeah, 98. So we'll check that one. And the last one is a Battle of Hastings. Again, pretty shiny in most places, but a bit of marking around the edge. Definitely some damage there. Don't need a Battle of Hastings. We've got a Battle of Hastings. I don't think that's going to be a downgrade. That's the one we've got. Yep, definitely keep the one we've got. So that's a good day for additions on the 50p's. So we'll put the 50p's to one side. We move on to the £2. So 3 hunts here. Quite so many to go through. An act of union. Date run is full. I have again kept couple of technologies, but only when I felt they might be a downgrade. What have we got for the active union? I think we might have, this is what we've got. This is the new contender. So let's have a look, which one are we going to keep? Borderline. I think the original stays. Just 2016 Britannia, and this one's quite marked up as well. That could be a downgrade. I'll check that one after. Good condition burns. You don't see burns in that condition too often actually, so that's going to be a keeper. Another Britannia, 15 this time. A guinea, again not too bad for a guinea, a borderline keeper still, but we'll put that aside. And the best one from this hunt in terms of the normal collection, a Rio handover. Not going into the filthy collection, this one. That's definitely staying in the normal collection though. So we'll check the two Britannias against what's in there. Yet another underground roundel. Had loads of these lately, and this one is really, really good condition. So definite keeper, but not for the sheets. And here we go, yet another one. Got a 97, double check that in a second, and a 98. (2006) to double check as well. So this was quite a grubby bag. 13. Another 2008. Another Burns, not quite so good. Let's look at the difference between those two. So again, not worthy of going onto the Filthy Rich sheet, but it shows how much better that first one was. And they do tarnish quite quickly. Another foreign coin. Not sure what this one is. I think it might, would it be Egyptian? I have to get Coinoscope out. I meant to have done that before I started and forgot. Again, some nice markings in there. So I think I'm going to pop that in along with that pesos that we found recently, and keep that one. And then a definite check here for a downgrade to finish. Act of the Abolition of the Slave Trade, 1807. That's proper grubby. Let's see if we've got a downgrade. That's the one already in the Filthy Rich collection. And here we go. I think we have a really great downgrade to finish. So the 1807 finishes that bag. And we reject the other one. And then one last hunt. And if you've seen Facebook, there's a Burns. Not going to be a replacement. Yeah, if you've seen Facebook, one of these will be familiar to you. Histories, and it's already in a flip. and it's definitely not going into the Filthy Rich collection. Just want to double check that histories. That's the one we've got in, which was a borderline one. This is what we've got. A bit more beaten up, possibly not quite so dirty, but definitely more beaten up. That one's going to be another downgrade. Pop that in to the sheet. Magna Carta, another keeper. (2012) to check against, and then two great finds at the end for the collection. We've got a Scotland, another Scotland. Done really well on Commonwealths again lately, and particularly Scotland, so that one is a keeper. And then the last one, which is the one that has been posted on Facebook, which is the Britannia, but a 2018. So not intended for circulation. Found in a hunt. First one of those for some time in a NIFC wise that I've found. So that's a cracking find to finish, although not for these sheets. Again, we've done really well today, and we'll be double checking a couple of those to see if we've got upgrades, and I'll let you know if that's the case at the start of the next episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do consider that thumbs up, consider that hitting the bell icon and subscribing, and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you.